before this video starts off, this video is sponsored by Mozsly. You know me, I love a cigar, whether it be a small cigar, a medium cigar, or a large cigar. The one thing that I've never liked about making these videos is the fact that I always have them in the box. It looks tacky, it feels tacky, and it doesn't protect your cigars by any means. And the worst part about it all is when I make these videos or I just want to simply enjoy a cigar is I use a plate. It looks horrible, and the worst part about it all, cleaning it makes absolutely no difference, and it's just way too much work. Mozsly came up with a brilliant solution for that problem. They came up with a detachable ashtray that you can just take with wherever you go. You can lend it out to a friend, put it in your pocket, swimming trunks, wherever you go. The best part about it is it's super high quality, it catches all your ashes, and it's got leather around it. Now onto the box. The box itself comes with a card that ensures you that it's the highest form of quality that there is, with their wooden design and their phenomenal wooden smell when you open up the box. This box is made to preserve your cigars, whether they're big, medium, and large. Best part about this box is you can take it with on travels. No more putting a cigar in a small tiny little matchbox or putting it in a plastic bag and having to worry about it crumbling up or potentially drying up. Because as we all know, we hate when a cigar crumbles and dries up, then you can pretty much throw it away. This box is the very opposite, with temperatures that are controlled, humid, and it would never dry or crack. The temperature is always perfect, and the best part about it is that you can charge up the box. How phenomenal is that? You don't have to necessarily be someone who smokes cigars. You can also have this for someone's up and coming birthday, or even perhaps Christmas. It's only a few months around the corner. So I want to give a massive thanks to Mozsly for sponsoring today's video. Their website will be linked in the description. And if you come a little bit closer, come closer. I heard they have a discount this week, and this is a sale that you don't want to miss out on. So make sure you grab their discount on the checkout to ensure that you have a beautiful gift for yourself or for a loved one. Well, that's it for me. Sit back, relax, and let's smoke a cigar together, my friend. Man, having an ashtray finally that is compatible for any type of cigar on the market is just fantastic, man. Mozsly came in clutch today, I'm telling you guys. You're a fool if you don't get one of yourself. My cup of water just happens to be on the other side of the counter. A lot of people said in the previous video, put your volume up, so I hope that the volume is good. Going into work before and just having a cigar, it's just fantastic. I'm telling you, man. I will have to shower before I head into work. I guess the only downside you could really say of having a cigar is that it stinks, and it stinks the entire room up. I have some awesome news to tell you guys. I went to Jack Barrow's concert in Melkweg, Amsterdam, during the weekend, the Friday, with my brother and my cousin. For those who don't know, my brother and my cousin are South African. So is my dad. I guess I'm sort of a quarter South African, or I don't know how that stuff works, but yeah, I have Afrikaans in me as well, a little bit. So I can relate to his music. I grew up with his music as well. Dude, he has a performer, Jack Barrow, and he's been doing this shit for like, what, 20, 21 25 years, bro. I remember when I was a kid, I grew up watching him, and I was like 4 or 5, 6 years old. He's only 44, but it's a rough 44 for look-wise. I mean, that's because of the booze and other substances. I don't want to accuse him of something that he hasn't ever done, but the last thing I want is Jack Barrow potentially watching this and sue me for defamation or something. It was quite busy, I would say. I actually don't know. 300-400 people maybe. I mean, the venue itself isn't really that big, so the sound was a bit shit though. Yeah, the audio in the building wasn't that great. I could hardly hear what he said. The only thing I heard was poes and ekke. Het is cool als ekke. Poes. Yeah, don't ever say that to a South African. Unless it's in a joke way, but even in a joke way, the one thing you should never say to South Africa. This is equivalent to the Dutch version of jouw kakamoeder. Jouw massapoes. Or jouw massabloedpoes. Let's just say, if you say that to a South African, you're getting clubbed. Yeah, you're gonna get smacked up, bro. And bro, the South Africans are big, man. Like, you had the boerenjongens as well, like all the boeren. Dude, they are huge. I mean, they're fat, but they're also muscular at the same time. It's really weird to explain. Have you ever seen a fat person, but also like muscle up? That's what they boot are. I don't know, just hearing all the South African accent, you know, them speaking Afrikaans, I really thoroughly enjoyed it, because I understand what they're saying, obviously, right? But I can't say anything back in Afrikaans, because I don't know how to. But speaking a bit of Dutch, they'll understand, and obviously English, right? Yo, this cigar is lit up perfect. Wow. But yeah, no, Jack Barrow, his energy and his performance was out of the roof, bro. I went to his concert a few months ago in Utrecht, or was it maybe longer? No, I think it was before I met my girlfriend. Yeah, I think it was. I don't remember. It was busier there at that venue, even though it was a Thursday, but the venue was bigger as well. And he had a different band with him as well that time. He had two guys, a guitarist and a drummer, which was a woman. I hadn't seen her in the previous venue in Utrecht. But it was cockfar driving, bro. Jesus. Traffic and everything in Amsterdam. We made it because of me. I said, let's leave now. I'd rather be an hour early than an hour late. And we were an hour and a half early, and we had some dinner. You know, I have to admit, even though I'm not a huge fan of Amsterdam and, you know, whatever, being in Amsterdam once in a few months or like once a year, it is quite nice though. Yeah, it is a beautiful city. Behind all the politics and whatnot, you know, it is a nice city. But the first thing I thought of when I hit Amsterdam was, I cannot imagine having to deliver post in like the center of Amsterdam as a courier, and you saw Amazon vans driving DHL, and it's like, bro, hell nah. Like, I'd hate driving in Amsterdam, bro. You can't park your bus anymore, you can't, you know, this and that, so the only thing you have to do is literally stand in the middle of the road and block up potential traffic. What else is there to do? There's not much to do if you gotta work and deliver, but the canals and everything are beautiful. Coming from a Dutch person's perspective, I can understand that people come to Amsterdam for the marijuana, obviously, for the red light district. But you better be fast if you ever want to do that, because a lot of things are going to implement and change that, unfortunately, next year or the next 2-3 years. said it before, the red light district, they've already partially moved to another neighborhood, which is outside the center a little bit. It looks so out of touch being there in the neighborhood. It's near a school as well, I think. It's just off, my bro, fucking up the entire city, bro. Nobody likes it pretty much. But like all the venues and concerts are in Amsterdam, which I mean, Amsterdam for us is 2 hours and 15 minutes. It's not that bad, really. It's actually not bad. For my brother, it's an hour and 5 minutes. So could be worse. I prefer these type of cigars in size because you can actually enjoy and puff them. Oh, it's got a bit of a flavor. So I've got work just now. Yeah, not really in the mood if I'm being honest. No. Not really. Not really. But money has to be made. And I do like money. Every month I get a paycheck and it's like, yeah, I worked for that. It's going into my saving account very, very, very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But if you're ever going to Amsterdam or even London, because he also does his shows in London. I think he was in London the Saturday or Sunday. It's so crazy that every venue he goes to, it's pretty much sold out. I mean, it was sold out this year in Amsterdam, which, dude, this is a South African artist that has been in the game for 20-25 years. Outside SA, nobody really knows him. With all due respect, you know, nobody knows him outside of SA. Yet he comes to Amsterdam and he sells out. Every time he goes to Utrecht, he sells out. There are more South Africans in the Netherlands than you think. It is quite incredible. And bro, fantastic people, man. Super friendly, heavy drinkers, heavy drinkers and heavy smokers. Obviously, a lot of them were smoking that good stuff. Obviously, they're there in Amsterdam, bro. Why would you not? But no, fantastic people in general, bro. Unless you piss them off, that's a different kind of story. But just be chill and approach. But I really enjoyed it. This was actually my first time ever being at Melkweg. I've never been there before, but definitely won't be my last time. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I gotta change. Gotta get breakfast / lunch and then head to work. Thank you all so much for watching. And again, huge thanks to Mozsly for sponsoring this video. Go check them out in the description and in the comments down with the pinned comment. And I'll see you next time.